Marking and cutting of fabric for back piece of pants. In the previous session, we cut fabric for the front piece of pants. In this session, we will see how to mark and cut fabric for the back piece of pants. At the end of this session, you will be able to mark and cut the back piece of pants on fabric. Let's see how to mark the back piece on fabric. First, let's turn the view of the pattern for the convenience of marking and cutting on fabric. For marking the back piece, place the front piece on top of the remaining piece of fabric. For drafting the back piece, we need 1/2 inch more on this side and 2.5 inches more on the other side. As you can see here, the fabric is not wide enough to draft the back piece, so we can turn the front piece to the other side. Now we will turn the fabric so that we can mark and cut according to the pattern. Extend the markings of the front piece to the remaining piece of fabric to trace the points as shown here. Now from point 5, measure 1.5 inches inwards and make a mark. This will be point 18. Then from point 18, measure 1.5 inches upwards and make a mark. This is point 19. Join points 19 and 8. From point 8, measure 2.5 inches outwards and make a mark. This is point 20. Join points 19 and 20 in a shape. Also join points 0 and 19. Now from point 19, measure 9.5 inches inwards and make a mark. This will be point 21. From point 2, measure 3/4 inches inwards and make a mark. This is point 22. Similarly, from point 14, measure 3/4 inches inwards and make a mark. This is point 23. Also from point 16, measure 3/4 inches inwards and make a mark. This is point 24. Now from point 17, measure 3/4 inches outwards and make a mark. This is point 25. From point 15, measure 3/4 inches outwards and make a mark. This is point 26. Then join points 23, 22, 23, 24, and 25, 26. Now shape points 21, 22 and 20, 26. Remove the front piece and join points 24, 25. Now find the midpoint of line 21, 19. This will be point 27. From point 27, measure 3 5/8 inches down and make a mark. This will be point 28. Now from point 27, measure 3/8 inches on either sides and make marks. These will be points 29 and 30. Join points 30 and 28 and then 28 and 29. Thus we have finished marking the pattern of the back piece of pants on fabric. Now let's cut the fabric along the drafted lines. Thus we have cut the fabric for the back piece of pants. Make a small notch at the hip line at the side seam, which is point 22 in the back piece, and point 2 at the front piece. Notch at knee girth height for front and back piece also, as shown here. Now we need to copy the dart points to the back. For that, snip at both the legs and pierce a pin at the peak point. Mark the peak point on the other side and join the legs from the peak to the snipped points. Now measure and compare the inner leg seam of the front piece and back piece from the crotch point to the knee girth notch. Both the measurements should match. If not, we need to reduce the back piece accordingly at the crotch. In this session, we have marked and cut fabric for the back piece of pants. In the next session, we will see how to mark and cut fabric for the pocket pouch and lining for pants. With that, we have come to the end of this session.